And welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Here today, we're going to be starting a brand new franchise. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of today's action, and don't forget to subscribe. So, it's been now, what? This is the 5th iteration of these type of rebuilds that I've done. Where I sit down and play every single game for you guys. We do some live commentary. I started out doing this on Twitch, twitch.tv/LaraBearXD, and it's kind of evolved into this. And, you know, this is going to be the 5th time before franchises that, you know, we've rebuilt some bad teams and turned them into legitimate contenders, winning 2 Super Bowls in 2 different franchises. But the last couple now, I haven't been able to get my team to win the Super Bowl. And after the Bears, I'm looking for a new challenge, a fun challenge, something that, you know, I cannot even just be so excited to do every single time. So here in Madden 25, what team am I going to be rebuilding? Well, you guys probably see it in the title. I am going to be rebuilding my favorite team, the New York Football Giants. The Giants over the last decade plus have been mediocre at best. Having, you know, the late stages of Eli Manning, you had the saga of Odell Beckham Jr., Saquon Barkley, and now, of course, Daniel Jones. And the Giants, unfortunately, have not been a contender, at least in 5+ years. But I do like what the Giants have been doing throughout their team building and putting together the roster under Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen. The Giants, I think, have a very solid roster across the board with a lot of young talent. Though, of course, when you start off here with the New York Giants, you have to talk about number 8, 6th overall pick from the 2019 NFL Draft, Daniel Jones. In the real NFL, Daniel Jones is definitely the reason the Giants are going to be holding back, basically. We're 1-3, and I think we should be 3-1. But here in this franchise, we have Daniel Jones, and I'm not going to sit here and even say it. We have 1 season for Daniel to prove, not even just if he's a quality backup, but if he could be even a trade piece. I don't expect much of anything from Daniel Jones. And so, expect quarterback to be the focal point of this up-and-coming offseason. New York, in this past NFL draft, drafted Malik Nabers. Nabers here, who's wearing number 1, outstanding rookie prospect. He's having a great start to his real-life campaign, and we're looking to produce that here in Madden. Malik Nabers, I'm very excited to be able to build around him. New York also has a couple other quality receivers here in Wan'Dale Robinson and Jalen Hyatt, 2 young studs, with, of course, the veteran receiver in Darius Slayton. Slayton, I believe, also came from the same draft class as Daniel Jones, known for his deep threat, and we're going to kind of be relying on Slayton to be our sure-handed receiver. He's the main veteran other than, of course, newcomer and running back Devin Singletary. Brian Daboll player who he drafted. And we're hoping that Singletary can not just replace Saquon, but be at least a complement in this offense. I don't think there's any way for us to really replace Saquon Barkley. Of course, also Darren Waller retired, so we're going to turn to Daniel Bellinger for the beginning of this franchise. The New York Giants also drafted Theo Johnson, but I think for right now, we're going to stick with Bellinger. New York also improved this offensive line, bringing in 3 new veterans, all to solidify this line, and we'll see when Evan Neal will make his debut in this franchise. But this defense here is very good, and I'm very excited. Of course, you have Kayvon Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence, but New York decided to add Brian Burns in this past free agency. Burns is an excellent pass rusher, will be the true Batman on this defensive line. I mean, maybe he would be the Robin in terms of just Dexter Lawrence. New York also went in this past draft class, drafting Arian Phillips and Tyler Nubin here to solidify their secondary even further. We have a lot of young players here, and we're hoping that they can develop. Bobby Okereke, the captain of this defense. And one player to really kind of point out to you guys is, of course, Elijah Chetman. In the real life, in preseason, he made an excellent athletic play, and I'm hoping for one of the younger normal dev players he can produce for us. So, guys, I know I've done this now 4 or 5 times. This will be the 5th. And one thing that I think I've been misdoing with these franchises is how I attack the first couple seasons. In reality, we're not going to be a good football team, and I don't think every single game needs its own episode. So what I'm prepared to do is basically give you guys a couple single game episodes and a couple multi-game episodes. None of them will be more than 3 games at a time. And during those actions, it will be more highlights and overview of what occurred in the game instead of complete live commentary. Doesn't mean that I don't want to give each of our divisional rivals their own individual game, as well as this game here, because this should be a longer episode. We know this roster now, and you guys have a little bit of an update in terms of that. I don't know when this video will be posted, though. I'm excited to get into this Giants rebuild. It should be a lot of fun. Just for a little in-house stuff here, just want to show you guys our scouts and who I'm focusing on. So quarterback, outside linebacker, defensive tackle, and quarterback again, and safety inside, offensive line, middle linebacker, and defensive end and receiver. Just trying to get across the board a wide variety. I think outside linebacker is one of our weaker positions on the defense, and so want to be able to focus in on that. But our first opponent here are the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go check out their roster. Let's see who's starting at quarterback. Will it be JJ McCarthy? I don't know if they have all the injuries in this franchise, but we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna go through every single game. Not each episode, but we'll play every game. This is much more of a traditional franchise that you guys all know. So let's check out this Vikings team, and then we'll get into week 1. Checking out this Vikings roster, of course, they have Justin Jefferson here. They brought in Sam Darnold. It looks like JJ is out, so we're going to see Sam Darnold this week. The Vikings brought in Aaron Jones in this past offseason. It's going to be tough versus these 2 receivers for our secondary. It's not a strength of this defense. We have good defenders. It's just kind of, we need to develop them. And that's what year 1 will mostly be for us. But this should be a tough challenge here in week 1. Hopefully we can end up with a victory here. So let's get into week 1 of the brand new franchise. And welcome to MetLife Stadium here in the New York Giants franchise rebuild. We have the Vikings versus the Giants. This is actually the first time I'm actually taking one of these games super seriously. And I forgot to go over the new head coach and stuff. Quarterback of the New York Jets franchise, Steven James, takes over. So he's the new head coach here. He's going to be the guy I'm going to use here. But this should be a tough matchup here versus this Vikings team. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get right into it. I'm also using the Mat 10 sliders on the Mat 10 Sports Forum. Check them out. Same thing with the XP. Let's get into week 1 here. As week 1 of the 2024 season begins. Rookie Tracy here on the return. And these new kickoffs, Tracy will be tackled here at the 33. I'm on all Madden here. But here comes Daniel Jones. Probably his last year, and most likely his last year. We'll see how Daniel will play. He's a 70 overall. Let's go have some fun here, the New York Giants franchise rebuild. First game action on my end as well. So here we go. Daniel will start under center here. Singletary's the back. As Devin Singletary, the new runner, will go for nothing. Jones in the shotgun here. As he's going to motion out Devin Singletary here. Jones now in an empty look. Looks to throw. First pass will turn to Malik Neighbors, and Neighbors down the field. And that's a gain of 20 on his first career reception here. And he is going to be the focal point here in year 1. Second down and long here. New York puts in the fullback, 2 receiver set. Right back to this ground game, and Singletary up the gut. He gets the first down. We're hoping to see a lot of good plays here for Devin Singletary. D-look here for Jones. Motioning Singletary here on first down. So he's going to look to throw, sending up a receiver screen. Here comes Darius Slayton. And Slayton for 9. Getting the veteran receiver involved early. Jones now in the pistol formation. Singletary again motions out wide. Here comes Jones, looks to throw, not liking anything, and he goes down. Back at the 32. Harrison Phillips with the sack. Third down and 9 here. Jones motioning again, Singletary. This is going to turn to an empty look here. Looks to throw, not liking anything, and he finds Slayton over the middle, and that's going to be a first down and more. Great job by our offensive line. Third down and goal here for Jones. Shotgun will look to throw quickly now. Here's Wandale, and what a catch! Touchdown, New York. Wandale Robinson. He will find the end zone here. Third-year man. Really like Wandale a lot. Good play right there. I'm honestly going to be, guys, I've practiced doing this stuff, and I'm very bad at it, so I'm going to see if I can do this, but I expect a lot of miss extra points. Oh, man. Okay, first one, we're good. I don't know how my kickoffs will be either. Well, here comes the Minnesota offense here with Sam Darnold leading the way. They drafted J.J. McCarthy. Most likely next year will be the guy, but McCarthy's out for the season, so we're going to see Sam Darnold here today. Real life Darnold's playing excellent, and we'll see how our defense can hold against him. So he'll start in the shotgun. Here comes Darnold as he looks to throw for the first time versus this defense here, and that ball should have been intercepted. Oh man, first play could have been a pick 6. It's also the first time I'm playing on the defensive side of the ball, so let's see how this goes. Here's Darnold, handed the ball off to Aaron Jones. Bobby Okereke with a good tackle. As it's third down and 9 here, New York's defense trying to get off the field pretty early. Here comes Darnold, slings it out wide, and that is completed, but out of bounds. Darnold, 0 for 3, I think, on passes. Well, the opening possession was a success here for New York. We're going to hope to keep it up here. Here comes Jones, handed the ball off to Singletary up the gut. That's a gain of 4. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Well, what if the Giants, what if we actually put together a winning season? Will I still go in a hurry-up faction? I will. Regardless, I want year 1 to go by in about 10 or 11 episodes at most. And I want us to get into the rookie classes and stuff. Not saying that Malik Neighbors' rookie season isn't important. It's just, you know, I want my own players to get some more focal point in these series. So that's really the goal in all of this. And so far, Daniel, he's looking very good. And Tracy, the rookie running back's in for the first time. Here comes Jones. We'll send it here to Neighbors, and Malik Neighbors will get the first down and a lot more past midfield. 2 great possessions here for New York. Being able to run the football is definitely helping us. Here comes again Singletary for about a yard. New York here in an empty look. Jones motioning out Singletary back the backfield. Looks to throw as Jones sends it underneath here. Wandale with another good reception. As one of our starting offensive linemen. And then that's a veteran here. I think his name is Greg Van Rot here. I don't know who's coming in to replace him, but it's a big third down here for Daniel. They hand the ball off here to Singletary, and Singletary puts his head down for the first down. Shotgun here, first down and 10 here at the 39 of Minnesota. Here comes Jones, looks to throw, sends it underneath here, and that's Slayton again underneath. Last minute here, the first quarter. Slayton is the motion man. Jones takes it, looks to throw, sends it to Wandale again, and Wandale with a little spin for a first down. Second down and 10. Jones handed the ball off here to Singletary, tries to cut it outside. Still rumbling, and he gets about 5. Penalty flag is thrown. Just holding on New York, so that will push us back. And here at the beginning of the second quarter, New York has a 7-0 lead. A face now with 2nd down and 16. Here comes a little screen here for Wandale. That's a gain of a couple. 3rd down and 12 here for New York, trying to maybe get a little closer here. Let's see what they dial up. A little screen, and that pass has to go to the dirt. Good job by this Vikings defense here. Now can I kick a field goal? A 42-yard attempt here for New York. And oh man, that is... I'm gonna be terrible at kicking in this game. I can just feel it. This field goal here for New York. And now Sam Darnold starts back up here. Good field position. Looks to throw, sends it underneath here. And this is gonna be a good play here for the Vikings. 2nd down and 10 here, or 2, excuse me. Darnold under center, motioning Justin here. And Jefferson, first touch of the game, and he's down the sideline and he's gone. Oh my. Just get the ball in his hands and he will make a play. Justin Jefferson scores. I think that's the gritty, he does, and now Minnesota just tied up this ball game. Ball game here, early stages of the second quarter at 7 apiece. New York now has the football, and here comes Malik Neighbors. Neighbors took the direct carry, and he made a good play right there. Jones in the shotgun here. 2nd down and 12. Looks to throw. Daniel Bellinger's the target, makes a man miss, and that's a gain of 10. Now it's a 3rd down and 2 here in New York, needing this conversion. Here comes Singletary up the gut, and he gets the 1st down and more. New York's in enemy territory. Jones in the shotgun here, pass midfield. Singletary out wide, now will be an empty look here for Jones. Looks to throw, sets his feet, wants Malik Neighbors over the middle. And that's another good reception. But a penalty flag is thrown, and there's a holding. I think this is again on New York. And it is Andrew Thomas. That takes New York out of field goal range. And now it's a 1st down and 20 here for Jones. And that ball is out. It's called a fumble picked up here by Minnesota. And Minnesota takes it the other way. Touchdown, Vikings. My goodness. Offensive line allowed a blitz to get through. And Daniel Jones trying to take a deep shot here, and it just did not work in his favor. Sacked here, and that's a fumble, I guess. Now New York's down by 7 here off the turnover. Daniel just secured the football. Here comes Singletary. Up the gut, gain of 6. Good hard running there by Singletary. Almost halfway here through the second quarter. Here comes Singletary again. And he gets the 1st down. Tough place to be here. 3rd down and 7. Jones trying to keep this possession alive. Wants Wandale, and that ball is right at his feet. Ball is incomplete, and New York will have to punt. 2nd down and 10 here. Minnesota, empty look. As Sam Darnold motioning a player. Here comes a screen, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau. 1st sack of the new campaign. And 1st sack of this franchise. What a play. 3rd down and long here. And Darnold gonna just run a simple draw, but this defense sifts it out perfectly, giving their offense another opportunity. It's Daniel Jones trying to keep this possession alive here before the 2-minute warning. It's Jones, looks to throw. Daniel Bellinger. That pass is batted down. And that will force us to punt. As it's 1st down and 10 here at the 1. As this Minnesota team trying to avoid a safety. The play there by this Giants defense. It's the call here on 3rd down and short. Sam Darnold under center. So he's going to look to throw here. This pass is going to be caught here by the 3rd receiver for the 1st down and more. Minute 02 left to go here in the 1st half. Here comes Sam, looks to throw, sends it underneath here. And here comes a good play here by Josh Oliver. Tight end. And he's getting his team up the field. Timeout again, Minnesota. 2nd down and 10 after the big play attempt there by Minnesota. Here comes Darnold, sends it underneath here. Good catch here, Jordan Addison. Shoved out of bounds for the 1st down. Second down and 9. Here comes Darnold again. 3-man rush, and he goes down. Brian Burns. His turn for a sack. His first career sack as a New York Giant. These two linebackers look like they want to go, and they do so. New York sends an all-out blitz. Darnold gets it away. Caught here by Addison. Down the sideline for the first down and more. He makes another move. Oh my, what a play. But Minnesota has no more timeouts, and that will send us into halftime. And that could have been bad, because Minnesota could have scored quite easily. They had another timeout. But so far, I mean, defense making some good plays. Offensively, we've had 2 quality possessions, and I don't know why this is so dark for you guys. Very interesting choice here of aesthetics here in Madden, but down by 7, still have a whole another half to go. Let's get through it here in week 1 of the New York Giants franchise rebuild. Well, the 2 edge rushers on this defense, they each have a sack. They keep it up here. Darnold, they hand the ball off to Aaron Jones, and he goes down. That's Elijah Chapman, the undrafted rookie defensive tackle. A lot of year 1 here for New York is for development and to make sure that we have the right guys on this team, especially the veterans. As Darnold will go play action, looks to throw. Pressured, sends it underneath here to Addison. Good play, as this defense here only allows 5. Get 3rd down and 2, I formation. CJ Ham is in the game. He gets the call, and this defense reads it perfectly. And that will be a good tackle for a loss by this defense. 4th down. New York starts back up at their own 15, down by 7, but this defense gives them an opportunity here at the beginning of the second half. Here comes Jones, lofting it here for Slayton, and that ball is knocked away. Jones wanting to take his deep shot here early in the second half. And now New York will turn to their running game with Singletary up the gut, gain of 9. Shotgun here for Jones, motioning out Johnson. So he's going to go play action, looks to throw. On 3rd down and short, Malik Neighbors on the sideline, 1st down. Fresh set of downs here for New York. Motion out Singletary again. A lot of motion here in this Giants offense. Here comes Jones, looks to throw. Steps up and he goes down. Sacked back into the 38, and that's Dallas Turner, the rookie pass rusher here for Minnesota. 3rd down and 11. Empty look here for Jones. Receiver screen, Wandale. Wandale cuts it upfield, and he's going to get the 1st down. What a move there. Good blocking there by this Giants offense. New York, but they're talented at receiver, so they can make some plays here. Shotgun here for Jones, 2nd down. Here comes Singletary, getting a block there by Neighbors for the 1st down. 3rd down and 9 here. Jones motion out Singletary. So he's going to look to throw once Singletary out of the backfield, and a good pitch and catch. Jones, fresh set of downs, marching down the field. And this pass will go quickly here. Wandale again. And a 6 more, just chipping away at this defense. 2 tight end formation here and a fullback. New York with more motion here with more Singletary. 1st down and goal here from the 8. As New York is marching down the field. Here comes Jones, looks to throw. Wants end zone. Hyatt, caught, touchdown. Jalen Hyatt. Our 4th receiver gets onto the field and makes a play. As 2 of the 3rd and 4th receiver each catch a touchdown. What a play. Tied up ball game here. Late stages here, the 3rd quarter. Tied up at 14. Sam Darnold looks to throw. Quickly now, and that's off the hands of Oliver. So far, this Minnesota offense has really only produced 1 big play to Justin Jefferson. Here comes a quick pass underneath here, and Minnesota gets another 1st down. They haven't been too explosive against this defense. They've been playing very well. Here comes again Darnold underneath now, and this play will go for 9. 2nd down and 1 here, 3 receivers set. Here comes play action. New York sends a blitz. Doesn't get home. Here's Addison. Breaks a tackle. Tackled by the knees. Last minute here, the 3rd quarter. As Darnold under center. Handed the ball off here. And here's Aaron Jones. Penalty flag is thrown. I don't know if that was at the end of the play or at the beginning. And it is a holding, and it's most likely on Minnesota. Here at the beginning of the fourth quarter, we have a tied-up ball game, but Minnesota's looking to break the tie. 3rd down and 2, though. Here comes Darnold. New York sends a blitz, doesn't get home. And this is Jefferson on the sideline. Caught here. What, was he in bounds? Injury on this offensive line of Minnesota. Brian O'Neill. I don't think he caught that. I'm going to throw the challenge. I don't think that Justin Jefferson caught the play, the ball, excuse me, Jesus Christ. And this is an important play here on 3rd down and short. Yeah, I don't think he got his 2 feet in bounds. 1 and 2 is out of bounds. I think this is incomplete. Let's see if Madden says so. They disagree. Little confused about that. So we lose a timeout here, and Minnesota has 1st down and goal here from the 4. Play action fake, looks to throw, Darnold, end zone, Jefferson, touchdown. Just like that, Minnesota retakes the lead. New York needs a touchdown to re-tie up this game. Daniel starts at his own 25. Starting with a little play action, looks to throw. Down the field, Bellinger with a good catch, breaks a tackle, pass midfield. Daniel Bellinger, 17 for 25 for over 200 passing yards and 2 scores here for Daniel Jones. Looking very comfortable in Stephen James' offense. Also does have that fumble. Let's not keep that off the stat line. But New York's been having a lot of success here due to their running game. Penalty flag is thrown. 1st down if it is on Minnesota. But it's going to be on us, holding. Still a 1st down and 20 here. Daniel motioning out here in Singletary. That ball is intercepted. Harrison Smith. That's a great play on the football. He wanted his deep shot there with Jalen Hyatt. But Harrison Smith makes a great read on the football, and the veteran safety maybe in his last season. Now this New York crowd booing at their team, because now they know kind of the running of the wall here. If Minnesota scores, that's not a lot of time to give us. Here comes Darnold. Wants a deep shot here, and he got it. Jefferson makes the play. Tackled out inside the 25. Justin Jefferson continues to just destroy our defense. Forcing a 3rd down and long here. New York trying to get off the field and only allow a field goal attempt. But here comes Aaron Jones up the middle, and he gets the 1st down. Perfect play against only a 3-man rush. New York trying to get off the field here again. 3rd down and short. This time around, here comes Darnold, felt the rush, looks to run, and he's gonna go down. That is Micah McFadden here with an excellent play. And now Sam Darnold will have to, and this Vikings team will probably have to kick a field goal, and they will. 3rd down and 7 now. What's the call here for New York with a bunch of formation to the left? Here comes New York. Jones felt the rush, and he gets swung down. 4th time today by this offensive line. Now it's 4th down and 17. You can't really go for it, so you're gonna have to punt. 3rd down and 8 here. Spreading out this defense a little bit. Here comes Darnold. Down the field, passes batted away by Phillips. 4th down. Minnesota will have to punt here. Well, less than 3:30 to go. Jones has been hit a lot, sacked 4 times, forced to fumble this Vikings front. He's been making a lot of plays. Daniel Jones, with less than 4 minutes to go, scored 10 points. Really botched a last possession here. Let's see what we can do here on this possession. Got to be able to get the ball out quick, but we need a big play. We need a chunk yard play here for this offense. So we're going to motion out Johnson out wide. Daniel will go play action. Wants Malik, and that pass is almost picked. Bad decision on my end. Jones in the shotgun here. Motion again, Johnson looks to throw. Wants Darius Slayton underneath now. Slayton will pick up the 1st down, but not a lot. 2nd down and 10 here. Jones in the shotgun looks to throw. Sending it, no, he goes down again. Number 5 for this Vikings front 4. Now you need a big play here on 3rd down and 19. Jones needs to be able to stay upright here. Comes Daniel, sends it underneath here. Slayton, some good blocking, and he's able to make this a 4th down and 5. Pistol formation here, 4th down, and this is the ball game here if New York can't get this. Motion out, Singletary. Jones looks to throw, Slayton, and he got it. 1st down as we hit the 2-minute warning. Less than 2 minutes to go here. Comes some motion now. Jones, receiver screen here. Here comes Slayton again. He's been targeted the last 3 times. Fresh set it out, or 2nd down and 3 here. Jones, right back here to Slayton. 1st down and more. But New York has to be able to push the football down the field. Jones in the shotgun, minute 08 to go. Eric Gray is the motion man, looks to throw. Stepping up in this pocket. Now here comes Daniel and his legs. And he's able to get 9 here, but time continues to click here for New York. 60 seconds to go here, 3rd down. Here comes Jones. Wants end zone here. Wandale, pass is broken up, 4th down. And instead of electing to kick the field goal and attempt an onside kick, New York's gonna go for it here on 4th down and 1. Singletary's the back. He gets the call. He goes up the gut. 1st down and more. And New York will call a timeout here, knowing that they really won't be able to use them for defensive purposes. Daniel Jones here. Here at the 17, looks to throw. Wants Malik Neighbors on the sideline. Good catch here. And New York will not use the timeout here. Time continues to click here. 1st down and goal here from the 6. Daniel Jones looks to throw. End zone. That pass is undercut, intercepted. He wanted Slayton. And right there, that's the ball game. This Minnesota defense here causes 2 second-half turnovers. Helped them propel them to a victory. Well, here in week 1, New York will fall here to the Vikings, just like in the real life, losing 24-14. We had 2 convincing long possessions that ended it both in 6. We had 1 possession where we missed a field goal. It's not like Daniel Jones played awful. It's not like he played great either. He threw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. We're not going to be able to push the football that much, I feel like, this season down the field. Daniel does not have a strong arm. And honestly, defensively, we played good enough to win. We got 3 sacks. We got off the field on 3rd down, only allowing 24 points, and in reality 17 because we allowed a fumble for 6. Overall, I do think that this is most likely how the season will go. It's going to be close, convincing losses. Daniel not doing enough to win, not doing enough to be the sole reason we lose either. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 61 completion percentage. Singletary here helped us out, 20 carries, 100 yards. I like that a lot. And, you know, Justin Jefferson hit a 60-yard run for a touchdown. The big play we have to be able to negate. Darius Slayton leads the way with 8 receptions. Wandale had 6, and Malik Neighbors had 5. So we got our top 3 guys involved a lot, and Hyatt scored a touchdown as well. Want to see everyone kind of get involved here. Daniel Bellinger also caught 2 passes. In terms of sacks, Andrew Thomas allowed 2. Greg Van Rutt here, he allowed 1, and a couple went unblocked. So here comes the defensive stats. Harrison Smith and Shaq Griffin here each had a pick, and then plenty of guys got sacks here, both on both sides of the football. Kayvon Thibodeau, Micah McFadden, and Brian Burns each had a sack. So not too shabby. First loss of the camp, new seasons, new series as well, so it's okay. It's all okay. Well, with week 1 in the books, first loss of the new campaign, we're going to be next time playing against the Commanders. So I do kind of want to give you guys like an oversight of the schedule and kind of my thoughts on what I'm going to be doing. So next episode, yes, will be the Commanders, but we'll also be the Cleveland Browns. I want to do this as a 2-parter episode, and then we're going to get back to a single here with the Dallas Cowboys. And then we're going to do another doubleheader here with Seattle and the Bengals. And then I'm thinking of doing another doubleheader here with the Eagles and the Steelers. So back-to-back doubleheaders. Then we'll focus strictly on the Commanders here. And then the Panthers and Bucks here will get their own episode with the bye week. And then the Saints and the Cowboys and the Saints here will each get their own episode. And then we're going to have, in the late stages of the season, a 3-game episode with the Ravens, Falcons, and Colts. And then the Eagles will also get their own individual episode, also as the last game of the season. So only the Commanders, the Cowboys, and the Eagles will each get their own individual game in year 1. Year 2, I will kind of play it by ear, but here in year 1, I want to get through it fairly quickly. So expect next time to see both the Commanders and the Browns. So that should be a little bit of fun, and we'll get through year 1 pretty quickly. The last thing that I really kind of want to do with you guys is talk a little bit more about this roster. So, obviously in this up and coming off season, we're going to have to consider drafting a new quarterback. Daniel Jones, 27 normal dev, 70 overall. He's just not going to improve. We're going to have to find his replacement sooner than later, and I don't know how the salary cap will work here in Madden if we can really get rid of him to save $40+ million. Now, you might be wondering, what will we do with both Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito? I mean, if we start losing, I'll definitely give Tommy here an opportunity to play. I love his story, and might as well just kind of have him play a game or two if it comes to that. In terms of running back, Singletary, he's going to be the bell cow here for this offense. We saw both Tracy and Eric both get on the field a little bit, but it's going to be a Singletary show here, at least for year 1. This is the strength of this offense, in my opinion, which is this receiving core. When you have Slayton, Neighbors, Wandale, and Hyatt, each young, each can make plays, each can do something different. Of course, we highlighted Malik Neighbors, and we're going to continue to do so. And I want to see if both, or one or the other, or both of them, and Wandale and Jalen Hyatt will develop into that solid number 2 receiver. That's kind of the goal here. Slayton will be a solid veteran, maybe only through year 1, maybe through year 2. Tight end will be something we're going to have to consider. I don't know about Johnson or Bellinger to be the long-term answer, but young, 23 each, and each can play. Andrew Thomas, left tackle, is something I'm not even going to think about in this franchise, which I love to do. John Runyon will be a good band-aid for the next 3 years. I did love this signing for the Giants. John Michael Schmitz, can we develop him? That's going to be the major question mark for him. And then right guard is going to be a long-term answer, or another need for this team. In reality, it's quarterback, maybe running back, and right guard, at least to start off. And I don't know how many games we're going to start Jeremy here until we turn to Evan Neal, but I am planning on giving Evan at least another opportunity to be a starter. He's 23 years old, star dev. Got to give him an opportunity. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's going to be the long-term answer here at pass rusher. I love that. Brian Burns, who they brought in, we've highlighted him, as well as Dexter Lawrence and Elijah Chapman. And that's the young defensive front that I think for the next few seasons will be the answer. Azeez Ojulari, just a band-aid here. He might be a trade candidate during week 8. He's a good young pass rusher, can make some plays, just couldn't really stay healthy here for New York. When you go to inside linebacker, we've talked about Bobby Okereke, but Micah McFadden here is another good linebacker for this Giants unit. And we just got to develop his coverage skills, and he can become a quality defender for us. And maybe a more intriguing option here is Isaiah Simmons, 26 years old. And he's a quality cover linebacker with excellent speed. And we can play him almost anywhere on this defense if we really need to. So that's very nice to have. Secondary, I said this secondary is young. Adoree Jackson here, he's not the long-term answer, but he will be a solid band-aid for a season. Deonte Banks, we got to develop him into being our number 1 corner. And then can any of these young guys produce, especially in Phillips or Cortell Flop here? One of those 2 guys, maybe Trey Hawkins as well, but we'll see. Jason Pinnock here, solid free safety. We could look to improve. That is a position of need in my eyes. And Tyler Newbin here, hopefully will become the future here at safety. We have excellent pieces. We have excellent chess pieces. Year 1 will be a lot of fun. I got to improve my kicking and punting, but that will come in practice. So guys, let me know down below what you thought of today's action. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're excited for this brand new rebuild here for the New York Football Giants. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a hell of a season. I'm hoping that this episode will be posted early in October, as well as, guys, for the 5-year rebuilds, they will stick around. But for in the month of October, expect to see strictly the Giants and then start to see a little bit of 5-year rebuilds again inserted into the channel. I hope you guys all have a great day, and again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.